Journalists.
For the second time in the last 6 months, the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Alkali Usman Baba, is the guest at the weekly ministerial briefing in the State House. This briefing is holding 8 days before the Anambra State governorship election, and the police chief explains the expected impact of deploying nearly 35,000 officers for the election.
There must be some level of assurance that we will give to these people to come out, and that requires massive deployment of officers and men who will also ensure that the subversive element do not take over the process. It has its advantage, but we try to, as much as possible, ensure that it is for the advantage of everybody.
Given an update on the extradition request for a senior police officer, Mr. Abba Kyari, who was named as an alleged conspirator in the fraudulent deal against socialite Mr. Ramon Abbas, also known as Hush Puppy, the Inspector General asserts that there has been no extradition request.
But I have read it from the social media that there was an extradition request. I have not seen it, I've not heard it formally. We've just received the legal advice from the Office of the Attorney General, and we are working on what to do next.
It would also be recalled that the Minister of Police Affairs had in September noted that President Muhammadu Buhari will have the final say on the extradition request against the erstwhile commander of the Police Intelligence Response Team, Mr. Abba Kyari. The issue of prosecution of criminals, particularly kidnappers, is a huge concern for the police. Over 20,000 active criminal cases filed by the police still suffer delay in the court without appropriate justice meted.
So the process is long. And that is why, in the wisdom of the National Assembly, something like electoral offenses or electoral cases now have timeline. It must be done within so period. So time may come when we may have the ability to say any case of murder must be concluded within so period.
The challenge of prosecution of cases has remained a protracted concern for the Inspector General of Police, particularly because of the continued kidnappings on a daily basis with ransom. Now, this presupposes that the fight against these elements might not be as effective unless drastic measures are taken to improve quick dispensation of justice within the system. From the Presidential Villa, Gloria Umezuke, Channels Television News.